Sciences Po.
Academic libraries very much need to be at the forefront, and to enable this change to happen, it's important that staff, librarians as well as library directors are empowered to be motivated to direct this change and to accept it and to contribute to it. At Hong Kong University, we have worked quite diligently in terms of preparing our staff for change by developing their skills in terms of leadership, but in terms of supervision as well. So all of our librarians, our professional librarians, have had some degree of training in terms of leadership and management, but we also encourage them to see the world, to contribute to the profession, to learn what's outside of their own environment, which, you know, many of us become complacent and simply want to sit in that environment. And that is, you know, equally true of a very small place like Hong Kong. So we run an annual planning cycle where staff bring their ideas of innovation, new projects. They could be very simple, they could be very difficult and complex, technological. Staff will all contribute to which of the projects are the best. There are obvious limitations in terms of funding as to how many of these projects we can adopt in any particular year. But we will then ask staff to contribute to these projects. We will assign task forces or project teams to each of the ones that are chosen. They will develop a charter of objectives and a responsibility list of all the people who are on their task force and what their particular activities are that will contribute to the end product. There'll be then a report that will go to the senior management. There'll be an evaluation as to whether or not this is indeed viable, what their recommendations are, and then it will be either implemented or it will be held off and implemented another year, or it will be discarded as an item that's not to be done. This, if it is done, it will eventually be evaluated. We will report this at our annual planning day to all of our staff and to our faculty. It's a very open process. It encourages everyone to participate, to think outside of their own sphere and to make contributions for innovation within our library. I also talked about the future of the academic library, and I see three major components of that and where they come together as being the real magic, as it were. The first is the future role of the librarian, the person that is the librarian. That also includes the library director. It includes the library space, and by that I mean the physical space as well as the virtual space. And the third component is that of collaboration. So when those three come together, that's where I see the magic. So when librarians collaborate with faculty or with external bodies or with other service departments in the university and do that within a space of the library, physical or virtual, that's where librarians' future lies as far as I'm concerned. There are also challenges in terms of collaboration outside of our own institutions and collaborating with other libraries. In Hong Kong, we have a group of 8 university libraries that work together very closely. We are currently working on a shared single library management system. It's creating issues for us that we need to consider when we go live in 6 weeks from now. But it will provide us with an opportunity to share our resources, to share our workflows, to share our practices, and possibly to share our staff as well. So I see a bright future for us in Hong Kong academic libraries, but I also see that to be the case for academic libraries worldwide, as long as people seize the opportunity and move forward.
Sciences Po.